Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason, and today we're going to talk about 8 or 9 things, whatever I got laying out here, that are very important, would not go without kind of items that I'm going to have with me on every single hunt. I'm not talking about, obviously, my Northern Miss longbow. I'd be lost without it. I've been shooting his bows for a while. That's not part of this. You guys know that. Great Northern quivers. I love them. My Lone Wolf tree stands and sticks. My Exo pack. My Kuiu pack. Again, I could go on and on with a bunch of favorite things. These items here are stuff that are some people think they matter, some think they don't, but to me they're very important. I would not be anywhere, would not go anywhere without them. And that's going to be a couple of them here. I will put links to this stuff down below for you. This one is my lineman belt. My lineman belt that I made is incredible with the ascender unit on it. Sweet, simple, easy to adjust with one hand while you're in a tree. Makes life so much easier. I will put a link at the end of this video that takes you to the video on this. It shows you all the components, where to get them, what you want, the whole detail, everything on there. But this lineman belt that I've been using this now for 20 years, this design, and it took me so many different, I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars trying different types of things to build something like this. And this is by far the most incredible lineman belt setup that I've ever used in my life. It's worked flawless. Like I said, I've used it for many, many years, and it's just incredible. I would never hunt without it, period. Without this, I'm lost. It's that important. Next one, binoculars. Okay, now if you're not looking for Swarovskis, I love these. This is actually, they don't make these anymore. They're 7x30. They do make the 8x30s, which are a great model too. And they're the same size as this, the 8x30s. They're fantastic. The 8x42s, any of the Swarovskis are fantastic binoculars. If you're not ready to step up into it that kind of money yet wise, Vortex. I don't think there's a company out there that builds the quality of binocular that Vortex is for the amount of money they charge. Vortex is incredible. I'll even throw a link to a couple of great ones down below that are pretty reasonably priced. But if you can't afford Swarovskis yet, or you don't think you need them that much, stick with Vortex. That's my opinion. I wear mine I don't even use like the Swarovski strap that comes with them or anything. You can. I just use this. What is this? I've had it forever. Vero Vanelli. It's just a regular binocular strap, but it's kind of neoprene on one side, so that when I wear it, it sticks on my shirt. It doesn't keep creeping up and end up like this very often. It actually bites and stays there. And I wear them when I got clothing on, more clothes, they usually sit a little bit higher like this. That way when I shoot, they're not way down here and they can swing into my string. They're up here tight, they don't get in the way. So they end up about kind of like right there when I'm actually, when I'm into stand hunting. They're right there where they're quick and easy to put up, and they hang pretty tight. You don't want them hanging way down here where, again, they can swing out like that into your shot. If you're shooting, they can get caught up in there. So I like them up high. But binoculars, never ever would I be in the woods without them under any circumstances. Most valuable tool for so many reasons. Again, it's the reason I have high quality ones. They're that valuable, that important to me. Next one. Zebra light headlights are fantastic. I used them for a lot of years. They are now what I consider second place. This Phoenix, this particular light right here, and I've turned so many people onto this light, but this is the Phoenix here. It's the HM50R. And this light is incredible. I've been using it all season. This thing is just straight up the best headlamp I've ever used, hands down. I did a video on it, which I'll try to link in here too, possibly. I don't know how many I'll be able to put up there, but you can go back and search it. But this is by far the best headlamp, hands down, ever used in my entire life. I cannot say enough great things about it. Phoenix HMR50, there'll be a link down below for you and maybe a video at the end. But you'll never see me in the woods without it. Speaking of lights too, I've also done videos on this, but that Eagle Tac, this is their D25 LC2 clicky. This is the 2-cell. Okay, this takes 2 CR123 batteries or an 18650. But what's nice is you have you have your low, medium, you have high, and then you go through those again, or you turn the head tight, quarter turn tight, and you have turbo mode, which is just vicious. This is the best blood trailing light I've ever used. I have my headlamp on, but this one really lets me check everything as I'm walking through the woods, look under things, shine trees. I use this light for everything. It is my #1 blood trailing light. Best light I've ever owned. Had one of these in different variations for the last 12 years. I've been carrying Eagle Tac lights. I have another one. I have the single cell version in my pocket every single day, which does the same exact thing you saw, low, medium, high, as you can see, and then you got to turn it off, turn the head quarter turn, and you have turbo mode, or you tap it and you have strobe mode. This one's the same way. On is all turbo, or tap it and you got strobe mode on there, which is probably blinding you right now. Best lights ever, period, hands down, without fail. They're awesome. And there'll be links again below for you. Saw wise, I don't ever go in the woods without a saw. I'm a mobile hunter. I hunt trees that I've never been in before. I hunt places I've never been in before, almost every single sit. I need a saw. I've tried many of them. Silky Pocket Pro, I've done talks about that too. I reviewed it the same time I reviewed this ARS saw. At the time, I had used all last year, I used that Silky, and I loved it. And then Steve Teray, Northern Miss Longbows, sent me this saw as a gift because he kept saying, you know, you're real big into saws. I'm telling you, this is a great one. He actually, and my attitude was, you know, I love my Silky. It's perfect. He bought this for me and sent it to me, and I love it. I used it every single day this season. #1 saw I had. It is the best saw I've ever used. I love the simple lock mechanism and how sweet and easy it is and how well it works. It's just incredible, functional, and this thing just, it cuts like no saw I've ever used before. Blade, perfectly in line still after a whole season. My Gerber saws, I go through 3 of them a year because you go in and you bend one and it breaks or snaps. Saw is absolutely awesome. Just straight up awesome. I have a link below for it, but I also did a video with this in a Silky Pocket Pro and a Gerber saw, and it shows you, if you go back and watch that video, it'll show you how wicked sassy this thing cuts and how incredible it is. I will not own another saw other than an ARS saw, and now I actually own 3 other ones. I bought a couple other mechanisms still for hunting. This is the only one I've used all year, but I have these other ones that I will play with more this year with some different things on them. But I straight up love this one. It is so lightweight, so simple in design, and that lock mechanism cannot come undone inadvertently. There is no possible way for that to fail. It's just pure simplicity, brilliance, and straight up cutting power. Awesome, awesome saw. And this gizmo, I don't remember who made it, but this thing has been a lifesaver this year. It's absolutely awesome. It's basically a tripod, just like this. It weighs nothing. It's all plastic. It weighs nothing. But these will actually also wrap, and you can lock them around a tree. Like if this was a branch, you can put it on there and say hang it that way. You can bend them backwards and tighten it up like this if you want. You can do whatever you want to this thing. They're flexible, almost like a gear tie, so you can adjust them however you want to. This rubber band is because I have another piece of string on here that if I wanted to, I could actually open this up like this wide and then tie this around a tree and have, if it's a big diameter tree, I can tie that and have it sit on there, and then all I got to do is adjust the head, and I can have that head come up like that and have it work perfectly off that tree. This is spring loaded. My cell phone's not in the room right now, but basically this grabs your phone here. When you have this slides up and your phone fits in between here. So it just pinches your phone for vertical or horizontal, and it's incredible. And then it's got another threaded adapter on the back, so if you needed to do a different kind of shot, you could unscrew this and screw it in the other way. Just weighs nothing, and it actually also, it comes with a remote, which is buried in the bottom of my pack somewhere here, so I didn't dig it out. But it comes with a Bluetooth remote that you can use from your phone, and you can, or wires right into your phone, and you can just sit there and trigger it. So you don't have to get up from behind your if you're doing a trophy shot with an animal, you can stay there and just keep clicking that thing, even on self-timer, but click it. You don't have to get up and keep resetting the camera on your phone. Excellent thing, very, very dirt cheap, affordable, weighs next to nothing, takes up very little room, drops right in my pack very easily. Love this. I've been carrying it all year. I won't go anywhere without it. That thing's incredible. My Kuiu vest, I've done videos on this as well too. Vest is incredible. It is water resistant, it is lightweight, it dries ultra fast if it does get wet. Perfect pocket layout. I did a video on the value of a vest. This one is my absolute favorite, and it's not very expensive. This stuff stays in my pack all the time. I will not go anywhere without these items. Another one I want to talk about too isn't even in my pack, but I consider it part of hunting. That is my Essie Azula knife, which you see right here. I don't go anywhere without this knife, and I have another one in my pack that is in there all the time. That it's not, I just carry it because I want to. Essie Azula knife. By far the best hunting knife ever made. Anybody can argue with me all they want to, but if they don't own one or use one, they don't know what they're talking about. Incredible, incredible knife. I will put a link in there for you for that too. But that Essie Azula, this particular one, going on 11 years of it being carried right here on my side. I carry it right there. I modified the sheath a little bit on my grinder to get rid of some of that extras. And it's just on a little lanyard that wraps right around my belt, so that it can hang in my pocket. So this hangs in my pocket just like this, where you can see it here, but it hangs right there in my pocket. When I need it, take my thumb, I hook that string, pull it out, comes right into my hand, and there it is, just like that. I love it. Sweet, simple, and awesome, awesome knife. So that shows you kind of the things. Oh, there was one more too. Hang on one second here, actually. I have it right here in my pack. This one, if I can grab it. This is going to be something that I will not leave without. Now, I also did a review on this. This little mini grappling hook that you see right here, I'll put it close so it's designed to focus on my face. But this little mini grappling hook, I did a video on this. This thing will actually pick your arrows up. So if you were to drop an arrow, for example, I got one of my wife's right here, with this hook, not only can you drop it down and hook anything that you need to hook and pick up, this thing will, it'll grab and lift right up off the front of the tree, as you drop it. But with this, you put that rubber O-ring up. If you have an arrow laying on the ground, this thing will come down and grab that arrow and pick it right up for you and take it right back up the tree. This thing is incredible for that. So that little grappling hook will be with me all the time. John bought this for me. I didn't even know it existed till he gave it to me, and I used it a couple times this season. And I was dropping stuff on purpose to pick it up because it was so much fun to play with this thing and use it. Love this. Very affordable. I will have a link for it down below too, and I did do a review on this too. Check some of these other videos I've done if you haven't seen them, because a lot of this stuff I've already reviewed. This one is just kind of a recap and putting it all in one place. If you're looking for things that you're going to possibly need or want to have, this is my must-have kind of items here for you. So that one definitely fits the bill, and that's everything I got on it I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching. Be back with more stuff soon. We'll talk to you later. Bye.